Okay, of course, I don't know if you can actually see me on the, of course, shall I start again? I don't know if you can actually see me on the vlogger cam right this minute here. I'm in room number 410 today, and I've really been exhausted, had a little bit of a touch of cramp, but hopefully, touch wood, it will have disappeared. Sorry? I'm being distracted here. What's the matter?
I said, Cardiff recognised Andrew Kitchen.
Cardiff and Wrexham is Andrew Kitchen. He's just told me a referee here. That's from JC, by the way. Yeah.
Spygate Ghosts haunt Southampton.
Right, okay. Spygate Ghosts haunt Southampton. I really wanted to know that, Julian. I really wanted to know that. Thank you very much for telling me the information. But anyway, of course, welcome along to the vlogger channel here. As always, of course, please do support the channel wherever you see us. And the most important thing is that you spread the positivity, the positivity, if you can, if you're able to. Now, of course, I've just arrived a few hours ago, actually, a little bit later than usual, because there's been all sorts of things that have happened today, such as the train delay from Norwich to Great Yarmouth, which was a little bit delayed because of a disruptive member of the passenger side of things. Luckily, it wasn't on my carriage. But, of course, we heard on the announcement that, of course, they had called the police, and within 30 minutes or so of waiting still, as, of course, the person behind me thought it was like a hostage thing, and, of course, he wanted to get off the train to get to his destination, where he had to go. Apparently he's from Great Yarmouth, and he's only just moved there. His name was Jay, because I got talking to him as a result of all this. We got stuck in Brundle Gardens, and of course the train did get eventually moved after about 30 minutes, because I saw one copper, which was I think it was a guy copper, and there was a female officer as well. So there was a male and female officer present, so they must have sorted it out, hopefully. But yeah, we did eventually get going. I thought, of course, it could have been all night. You know what the police are like these days, of course. They don't really hurry themselves. But in this sort of case, they did. So yeah, the train driver did a marvellous job, of course, without him, of course, to pause it while the guy outside of the train station of Brundle Gardens was even apparently trying to threaten to smash the windows if he didn't let him in. I didn't actually see what was going on. I couldn't really see much, but of course I did see a glimpse of the officers that were there. There was two of them, by the way. Eventually they did come. And eventually we did move away, which was fantastic. So I've got to this special Premier Inn, okay, and hopefully I'll be able to tell you how much it was at the end of the vlogging. And of course we're going to take a look at the room in just a little bit, but I do have a fantastic view that I would like to share with you. I haven't finished yet. I'm still recording. So yeah, I would like to take this opportunity to share with you. Of course, a lot of vloggers don't do the sea view first, and of course, they end up doing something else. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong by that, but the facilities I've got, of course, two classes there, because they think that, of course, a couple are going to stay here for the Premier Plus. Not really properly designed for a, just an individual person. I've got two chocolates here, and I've also got some tea and PG Chips TV. Did I say chips? PG Tips, which is something looking like these. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, of course we've got the Pucker English breakfast tea there, which is brilliant. There is no breakfast and there's no dinner, by the way, because they did reimburse us on that. It's because, of course, you know, at the current circumstances, there is no restaurant open at the moment. So we're hoping that, of course, the restaurant will be opening soon with a new restaurant. And, of course, it will be something that's bought out the Beef Eater, which was the previous restaurant. So the previous restaurant has now been kaput. And, of course, yes, it's always a sort of disappointment when that happens. But anyway, to say the least, of course, it's time to take you around the room a little bit here and give you the full tour. Are you ready? Just come with me, and then, of course, if you want to live the experience, then definitely come with me. I do apologise if the room is a little bit on the romantic side here. This is how tall the bed is, by the way, and of course, yeah, I'm just keeping you in suspense here. You will see the sea view in just a moment, but of course, yeah, I had a touch of cramp on that. I sometimes do get that when I come to a first location, which is completely new. It is air conditioned here. It's a lovely place where you can actually put your suitcase, which is great. I'm on the phone to JC at the moment. Of course, the signal isn't great because he's in the St George Hotel, and I'm in the Premier Plus Hotel of South Beach of Great Yarmouth, and it is a Premier Plus room. Okay, I have to move this away because it's my shopping that I had from Iceland in Bury St Edmunds, and just wanted to let you know I couldn't get an Uber around that area at that time. But yeah, plugs in there, and of course there is another kind of TV kind of plug there. Maybe you can put in your PlayStation. I'm not quite sure what that is actually. Do let me know in the comments if you have got an idea of what that is. So you've got the extra plugs here, and these are the glasses that I was talking about earlier. This actually comes, I'll just drink that dribble, like that. Well, something very similar, and that's what it comes with at this moment of time. So yeah, PG Tips. They've only given you one here, and you've got even peppermint tea there. What's this all about? Oh, coffee. Oh, it's actually got some information about coffee here. That's quite interesting. Don't worry, I've got something to eat earlier, which is part of my shopping that I did earlier. And of course, yes, you get complimented, which these two came in this mini fridge here, which of course I've got here. I've got my stuff in there. You can actually bring your own stuff if you wanted to. It tells you how to use the coffee machine, which is quite useful. It's very similar to another hotel in Cambridge North, which I have been to. I don't know if I can mention it, but of course when I was in a Novotel, which of course is a brand, I don't know if you can see that in the pure light there. I'm trying to zoom in so you can actually see it. It's a little bit blurry. I do apologise about that. So basically, I can tell you pretty much what it's saying here. How to use the coffee machine. Of course, remove the water tank and fill with cold water. Securely fit it back into place. Switch on the machine by pressing the button on the top or the side. And of course, yeah, lift the lever, insert the pod, lid facing forward, and press the lever down. And you've got the description there. Can you see a little bit of the writing? It's a little bit blurred. Not quite sure why, but of course, yeah. And then, of course, press the small cup icon or large cup icon, depending on which pod you use. See reverse for more details. That's number 4, and of course figure number 5, Once the coffee has finished pouring, lift the lever back, okay, and the capsule will drop into the used pod container. Okay, so yeah, hopefully that gives you an idea here. And caution, hot water for adult use only. Ensure close supervision, as in supervision, when in use and around children. Do not exceed the maximum water level. So you only got to fill it up just a little tad. Okay, there is details of the pods at the, of course, back of the, of course, the menu here. The Kickstarter, of course, it's a dark roast blend. 70% Brazil Bossa Nova and 30% Indian Cherry Robusta. A rich, full-bodied blend that brings together Brazil's smooth, nutty notes with Robusta's deeper, earthier tones. Dark roasted for a bold flavour and subtle smoky sweetness. Ideal for those who enjoy a stronger cup. Perfect as an espresso. Or espresso, actually, which is E-S-P-R-E-S-S-O. Right, okay, the everyday one now is a medium roast blend, which is blend, medium roast blend, 60%, and Gooey Tamala, okay, hopefully that's pronounced right, 20% Costa Rica, I don't know if I'll pronounce that right, Costa Rica, and 20% Peru. Okay, a smooth, balanced blend with gentle chocolate notes from Gooey Tamala, bright citrus from Costa Rica, and a soft sweetness from Peru. Medium roasted for easy going depth and just the right amount of complexity. Okay, just says it on that our coffee section here. The call has just been dropped there. His signal just went there. So yeah, that's always the case when it happens there. This is the complimentary drinks, which is just water really, and of course water so powerful yet so powerful. No, actually I read that wrong. Water so simple yet so powerful. So there you go. And it's a blue style there, British sparkling natural mineral water, which means you can actually put it into some orange if you really wanted to. But this is the pure water that you might need to cool yourself down in hot temperatures. Alright, okay, this is GB News here. I'm going to normally read to you what it says on there. You can see a little bit of the GB News here. So, of course, what it says on the screen here, 5 teenagers dead after car dives on the wrong side of the motorway in County Kildare, Irish police say. Rain and cooler conditions forecast after fifth heat wave of the summer. PM to make decision on North Sea energy. And then it goes on to say Andy Burnham exchanged messages with Trump chief of staff impersonator. And the other news is Robert Jenrick vows to end foreign welfare rip-off as he outlines Reform UK plans to ban foreign nationals from claiming most benefits and save at least $21 billion. And US actress Hayden Panettiere dies at the age of 36. And that's all the news on the GB News. And of course this painting is very, very good. Nicely lit up there. You can see that. And the cool air condition just up there. I thought it was interfering with, of course, JC's connection there. But of course, yes, he's still online, but of course there's no connection in his room. He's in room number 4 of the basement of the St George Hotel, whereas my number is number 9. I do know that. And of course, yes, this little area is quite nice. It's got sweeteners as well, late lamb milk, as in 4 of them there. One of them's fallen over there. Was that meant to happen? They're meant to line up just like this, actually. Don't know if it was like that at the start. Right, so of course, you've got your 2 coffees there, and of course, this is the chocolate I was talking about, dark chocolate. I can actually take that home with me if I wanted to. So, yeah, seriously, smooth milk chocolate. Yummy, yummy. So, yeah, of course, I don't eat sweets very often. Just before you pop that into the bin, it says, of course, please put any waste paper, cardboard, cans, plastic and glass bottles next to the bin to be recycled. Together, we're a force for good. So this is the coffee machine that they were talking about. I presume you just put your coffee in just like that, this way round. Okay, I'm not going to do it because I haven't filled up the water yet. So, yeah, I've got to put a cup there. It doesn't say that. You've got to put the cup in there first. So, yeah, which coffee am I going to go for? Okay, I'll let you know hopefully a little bit later. This is the sea view that we've all been waiting for. I know it's a little bit dark now. I might show you a bit more in the morning. One thing I haven't actually showed you, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everybody. I might as well film in that screen there so you can actually see me there. Just through that door there, I know I've left the light on here, and of course it does have a walk-in shower, and I can only just about squeeze through it. Yeah. And it does have a toilet there, so it's a walk-in shower. So, yeah, I've got to work out how to use it, basically. Of course, yeah, it'd be quite interesting, to say the least. But, yeah. Over there, of course, that little sign there. Well, that's the sign to that artwork, and it tells you who it's by there. And that little bit there is the cooling condition and the heater as well, if you need to rise it during the winter times, because we're all going to freeze to death, I know that. But yeah, there's a mirror, of course, there. Mirror, mirror on the wall. We're not the faintest of them all, or something like that. I don't know. Not the fairest of them all. Is that an old saying? I don't know. And some extra pillows if I need it there. And of course, it doesn't have a dressing gown here, which of course some vloggers might be surprised about. But yeah, you can just about see the hairdryer there, and it's got something that of course presumes that your partner going to be with you for this whole bed, you know. And it is a massive bed here, and it's quite thick as well, so you know it's less likely to break. Hopefully, touch wood, it won't. But these beds probably are worth a lot of money, I've got to say. So, yeah, I hope you are enjoying the video so far. This is room number 410. And it is the top floor, Premier Plus. And the first one that I've ever been to. And I was lucky to get it because, of course, it could have been booked up easily. If the restaurant would have been open, I reckon. But, yeah. Our mattress, your home. Turn over for more information. You can actually buy them. Wow. But they are quite high up, though. That's the problem, isn't it? I have noticed that. They are quite tall here. And you do have to worry about the bed bugs, don't you? And that wasn't a bed bug, by the way. And there's also, of course, lights on each side of the bed here. And you've got your plug sockets there, and a table desk as well to put your glasses on, or your mobile phones or whatever. But yeah, it's got also a LED. It does come with one of these lights. I haven't actually found a way of switching it on. There you go. Of course, if you don't want these main lights on, you can have your desk light on, which is quite nice actually in a place like this. So there we have it. It's quite nice. And yeah, I'll probably show you the bathroom bit a little bit later on. Okay, so yeah, we can only give you a little bit of the sea at the moment, and the only way I can do that is if I go up to the window. Literally, this is all I get to see actually, to be honest with you, everybody. But there are still people out there somewhere. I don't know if you can see that in view. Probably doesn't show up very well, but yeah. No, you probably can't get it from here. But of course, yeah, I find it very fascinating that people are still out there. Of course, in the dark, doing something on the beach. Isn't that fascinating? But anyway, of course, we'll leave it for the morning so you can see a better view. Yep, so of course I have just literally woken up, and of course it is 15 minutes past 11. I haven't actually got the time stamp, getting those words out, isn't it? The time stamp. Hello everyone, I've literally just woken up here, and it is 11 minutes past. No, it's not. The outtakes are going. Take number 3. Hello everyone, I've literally just woken up about half hour ago because I had a phone call to take. But yeah, I'll tell you more details of that on another video. But of course, yes, on that note, yeah, hopefully I'm fully awake here. I've got to exfoliate, is that the right word? No, I've got to exit basically at 12 o'clock. So basically, of course, it is around about 16 minutes past 11 normal time in the morning, and I've got a lovely sea view. You can actually see it better than you did last night. Much, much better, isn't it? Yeah, I'll zoom in on that later on if I get a chance to. So, yeah, it's a nice little welcome to your Premier Plus room. And, of course, yes, for the price of £144 a night, you can't really grumble, really. Apart from, of course, you would have had your breakfast and dinner at an extra cost. But, yeah, a little bit of behind the scenes here. I'm going to try and put some coffee in here. And, of course, yeah, you've got to fill up your water at the back here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but, of course, yeah, the camera doesn't do justice, does it? So basically, of course, those are the tea facilities there, sweeteners and brown sugar. Very rarely see that in hotels, but yeah, of course, I would say this now. I don't know if I've got enough water in there. I do have to take it apart and fill it up with cold water, not hot water, and don't fill it up to the highest there because it could spill and it could be very dangerous, I believe. That's the instructions, of course, in this booklet here, which I showed on another sort of basics here. Not sure why the camera's getting blurred again here in the morning. I thought it was just because of the light, but yeah, I showed this on another camera anyway. But yeah, maybe of course I need to adjust the camera lens on that to make it a little bit more clearer, or add another lens to it. I don't know. I don't really understand it. It is the newest camera that I've bought. So anyway, of course, I'm going to try and attempt to make this coffee and see if it does its job. And I've got to press the smaller one because the other one won't work apparently. So I've got to be patient. It will come eventually, I think, if it's got enough water. Just got to be very patient with it. Is it going to come today? That's the problem with it, you know. Oh, it's coming. This is where I had a problem yesterday, and it's spilt. You can see some of it. all over there, but I had to dry some of it. Oh, just about got enough water there. I think that should be enough for that. Maybe I need to up it a little bit. Should be enough water left. It's supposed to be an espresso. I'm worried that I might run out of water. You just have to keep holding that up. Oh, it's given me a little bit. So, yeah, I have run out of water. I knew that was going to be the case. So, anyway, of course, on that note, I get a little bit of coffee, which isn't too bad here at this sort of time of the day. But, yeah, that's not too bad. It's better than nothing. I've got one left. Maybe I can keep that for future reference and evidence. So, yeah, I decided whether to, of course, leave that there or not. But anyway, of course, yeah, you do get your plugs and sockets around here. There is some plugs behind the actual kettle there. You can vaguely see it there. So, connected to one another here. And you do get super Wi-Fi for Premier Plus rooms. That means it's ultra Wi-Fi, and you get faster connections. And of course, if you upgrade your room to Premier Plus, then you'll get the Wi-Fi, which is a lot faster than the standard Wi-Fi. So there we have it. Of course, I'm now going to try and tidy up here. I've got these bottles here. I think I'm going to have to take them with me somehow. So, yeah, that'd be quite nice to do that. Okay, and I've got to take all my stuff out here, which includes, of course, my ham that I got, butter, and, of course, the drink of milk, which, of course, is just somewhere down there. But, yeah, I've got plenty of milk there. And that's the mini bar, by the way. And that was all inclusive there. Fizzy water and, of course, the main water as well. So that's the sparkling one there on the left-hand side, the grey one. And the blue one, blue top, is just the normal mineral water. Looks cool, doesn't it? Yeah, it's Bellu kind of standard of I would say water. But yeah, anyway, of course, we'll leave that racing to your mind. Thank you very much indeed for watching here, and till next time, take care. I can't really do a selfie or me unless I turn the camera around, but from myself here, hope you've all had a wonderful enjoyment of our videos. And remember, you can actually see all the past videos, all the archives, and all that kind of thing for history-wise. Yeah, I had a good sleep last night overall. Yeah, haven't had to contact the staff for any reasons. They don't have a phone in the room, by the way, like some hotels do. But anyway, of course, yeah, there's a few things that this room hasn't got. It hasn't got a safe in here. Well, if it has, I haven't seen it. I can't find out where it is. But yeah, of course, might do have them in other sort of hotels, but obviously not this one. I've enjoyed the coffee machine here. Spilt some of it, but of course managed to work it after a while. Before my coffee gets cold, I'm going to now drink it. But yeah, thank you very much for taking your time to watch here. As always, we promise to keep that positivity for you. Thank you, and God bless.